Opening round action began this morning in the $130,000 Seniors Touring Pro Doubles Bowling Tournament at the SuperBowl in Erlanger. In the seniors group, Carmen Salvino is the current leader with a .235 average in the first round and a pin total of 1410. In second, trailing by 54 pins, is Tita Simez, that is, at 1356. Of the touring pros, Pete Weber is leading with a .257 average after 6 games with a total pinfall of 1543. He leads Tom Milton by 94 pins. Local favorite Steve Fair is in 4th place. And one final, the PBA's $130,000 Seniors Touring Pro Doubles Bowling Tournament. It's a mouthful right there. Carmen Salvino is the leader of the seniors group with a .235 average in the first round and a total pinfall of 2794. In second place is Les Sykes with a total pinfall of 2672 today. Of the touring pros, Dave HUSTED is leading the touring pros with a 2841 total pinfall. Jay Hudson is second right now of the touring pros.
Bowl in Erlanger, Kentucky, Columbia Senior Pro Doubles Bowling Tournament, and that name from the past, Carmen Salvino, one of the finest bowlers ever, whose team with David HUSTED, the front runners by 205 points. In the NFL, they'll throw you out of the ball game for doing that, but it's okay on the seniors bowling. Dick Weber's team currently is third. Here, his partner Joe Hutchinson with the strike. Local team of Steve Fair and Tita Simez are in ninth. More bowling tomorrow with the top 5 teams set to go for the championship on Wednesday.
You know I'm a bowler.
I know you're a very good bowler.
I'm an okay bowler, but they have all sorts of superstition. Maybe that was a superstitious kind of thing.
300 games in a
Oh,
career.
never in my life. Well, maybe it took 6 or 7 games to get to 300.
I wasn't going to admit that, but since you brought it up.
I brought it up. Still ahead.
Kentucky, the Seniors Touring Pros doubles ongoing there. And the leading team right now, Carmen Salvino and David HUSTED with 11,054 points. Salvino and HUSTED lead Les Sykes and Steve Wunderlich by 205 pins, and then Dick Weber and Joe Hutchinson are in third. They're 286 pins back. Cincinnati and Steve Fair is in ninth with his partner. Fair has about 500 pins to go. So Tuesday they start from 11 a.m. until 2:30 p.m., then the evening session from 6 o'clock p.m. until 9:30 p.m. That's it.
Partner David HUSTED continued to lead the seniors tournament at the SuperBowl by 205 pins over the team of Les Sykes and Steve Wunderlich. Dick Weber and Joe Hutchinson are 286 pins in the back. Steve Fair's team is in 9th place, 12 games to go.
Erlanger, Kentucky SuperBowl, Carmen Salvino, 52 years old, struck a blow for the seniors, topping the entire field of 159 starters, qualifying 150 pins better than anybody else. Salvino has been bowling now professionally for almost 35 years.
15 program. It is Carmen Salvino and David HUSTED who still lead the Senior Touring Pro Doubles going on at the SuperBowl, where Doug Martin and his crew in the Erlanger have done such a great job. Steve Fair, the Cincinnati, and his partner are 10th right now, but it is Salvino and HUSTED in command, and as Walt Mayer reports, it is Salvino who's been showing all the contestants how it's done.
It seems like Carmen Salvino has been bowling forever. Well, he has been an alley rat for the best part of 35 years. He's 51, and his only thought on that next strike.
I'm already thinking in the future. I'm not worried only about now. I've got to plan my future because I'm going to be here for about 19 more years. Then I'm going to give this game to the kids when I'm 7 years old. I'll call you and we'll give it to the kids then.
Salvino, who turned 52 in November, was top qualifier in the Columbia Seniors Pro Doubles Tourney. 150 pins ahead of everybody else, beating all the youngsters. How does Salvino do it?
My hands, I've got very large fingers. If you notice that my fingers are probably as big as your thumb. And I get a good strong grip on the ball, and that later in life, you need a very strong hand. In fact, you need a strong hand in bowling at any age, but particularly when you get older, because you have to still put the strong rotation. You're throwing a 16-pound object.
Salvino teamed up with 25-year-old Dave HUSTED of Portland, Oregon, and they're the odds-on favorite to pick up the $25,000 first prize, while the youngster gets some fringe benefits.
It's a great thrill just to be paired up with Carmen Salvino and watch guys like Dick Weber bowl. I'm in 7th heaven, and I'm just glad I can be paired up with Carmen and hopefully even win a championship with him. It'd be great.
Carmen Salvino striking a blow for the seniors. He could well be the game's ambassador. And don't tell Salvino bowling is not a sport.
Well, first of all, they're not very wise. I'll put it politely. They want to come out here. Any athlete in any sport wants to come out here, and I'm 51 years old, and wants to throw 30 to 40 games in one day with me, and I'll keep up with him. I guarantee you he'll have hand trouble, he'll have arm trouble, he'll have feet trouble. But the problem with a lot of people, what they don't realize, all sports all athletes are conditioned for their sport.
Walt Mayer eyewitnessed 12 sports at the Super Bowl, Erlanger, Kentucky.
Determined for head-to-head competition in the Columbia Seniors Bowlers Tournament at the Super Bowl tomorrow night. Carmen Salvino and David Husted lead the field by 140 pins. Dick Weber, Joe Hutchinson are right behind them. The team of Les Zykes and Steve Wunderlich, Schissel and Bell, Walden and Peters also will be in the televised finals.
Pros touring pro doubles over in Erlanger in the Super Bowl. It came down to the team of Carmen Salvino and David Husted against Les Zykes and Steve Wunderlich. So let's go across the river to the Super Bowl. Ninth frame, Husted up. Now, he and Salvino were leading all the way, but this was the kiss of death. A 7-10, and Carmen says, what are you going to do, right? Steve Wunderlich then comes up and rolls this beautiful 10 in the gully right there. Les Zykes came up then and just added it all with another strike. They win by 79 pins, and they pick up 25 grand. And
now the final 5 teams are now set at this point at the Super Bowl in Erlanger, Kentucky. We're talking about the touring senior pros doubles, and the finals will come off tomorrow night. Leading the way, this is Carmen Salvino. He, of the body English, got to have that right leg in that strike, right? Salvino and David Husted, the touring pro. This is David right here. They come in first place. They've led all the way. Second place team of Dick Weber and Joe Hutchinson. They have qualified. Third place team, Les Zykes and Steve Wunderlich. And then in fourth place, Les Schissler and Ron Bell. Schissler and Bell, the fourth place team, and then Billy Walden and Bill Peters, the fifth place team. So Steve Fair, the Cincinnatian, does not qualify, but those top 5 teams I just named off have. Finals are tomorrow at 9 p.m. at the Super Bowl in Erlanger, and also it will be nationally televised on ESPN.
Which helps me out, but that's true. I'm going to be 52 in November, and it's hard for a lot of people to realize I can compete this well, but no one's going to condition me and tell me that if you're in shape at an older age, you still can't perform, and I'm proving that.
Carmen Salvino, he's quite a guy, he really is.
Yeah.
After the first day of the Touring Pro Seniors Bowling Tournament, Fair averaging 229 per game. Pete Weber, Dick's son, had the lead, but he lost his lead. He dropped to 6th. David Husted leads the Touring Pros with a 236 average. Weber did roll a 300 earlier. In the seniors, Carmen Salvino averaged 235 in afternoon action. Salvino is your seniors leader.
I shot 200 plus, I average around 240, so it shows you that if a lot of seniors are out there watching me bowl, they shouldn't let anybody condition them mentally. Just get out there and bowl your game.